Welcome to Total Party Kill, where the dice roll high and the stakes roll higher. If you're into epic battles, chaotic crits, and unforgettable moments, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a session. Let's dive in.
Grimm's corpse for a photo op.
Wait, say that one more time.
I'm gonna pose with Val Grimm's photo for a photo op.
With his corpse?
Body with his corpse. Yep. Well, yep.
Sick. Yes.
Don't worry, he'll be
goes-
back in the next episode.
Crowd goes wild. A ton of confetti and balloons and like horns go off in the background, and everybody's going crazy. And then out of nowhere, everything stops, and you see like Vael'Tharis in the corner over here. You see Vael'Tharis in the corner over here, and like you can, with your passive perception, tell that all the voices were coming from his throat. Like his mouth is open and stuff, and he's like, yeah. It's looking kind of crazy and stuff, and it all stops and whatever. And he walks up to you. And he says, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Vael'Thar. Either. And I know you guys aren't either, because they've been following you. And that's where it's basically going to end.
What the hell? You can't leave me on cliffhanger dialogue like that. That's party abuse.
So that one, that character alone was 50,000 experience, which makes it 10,000 experience each. Everybody levels it.
Oh my god, 10K? That's sick.
Yeah. Now, if Bexley was here, especially with all of his summons, the more people you have, the harder it gets, and the more damage it does. So it's kind of like his, like, it was kind of his heal. It was built like that kind of thing, where the more people you had. So if he had 3 summons out, you guys were going to be taking a shit ton of damage. Yeah, everybody gets 10K. There's going to be a fun part after this.
Awesome. That's a huge level for me. Absolutely huge.
I think everybody's proficiency goes up, am I wrong? At 14th?
It should.
So that also means all your skills and attacks go up as well. And saving throws. Then like spell attacks and spell saves. Oh god, everything happens. Lions and tigers and bears. But yes, what do you guys think of the Crimson Theater? This was like the big finale.
It was neat.
Yeah, I liked all the mechanics. It was fun. I had to use my brain. What the heck?
Yeah, a little bit more in the dark, seeing as not knowing what it's based off of, but that's nice.
Yeah. It kind of makes it nice, though, because then you know that your players, you know, like, well, maybe I could try using poison. Have you ever used poison before? Kind of thing, you know? What incites you to use that?
I'm the only person I've ever known to use poison because it's shit.
I was waiting for it, too. I was like, is he going to make the attack with his weapon?
am I gonna do literally my character's
Like, you
whole
shot him with
trope?
your
I
thing, and I was
don't
like, he
know.
didn't use it on his bow. He's got the force thing on his bow.
Yep. That's literally crazy. Very unfortunate for me, but kind of funny all at the same time.
So Bexy was with you guys at the passage there, right? But, like, as you look back, you see Bexy out here, right? And he received an item in Endora as you guys got here. It's from, like, the statues in the middle of Endora. He turns a pure gold and then becomes one with the crystal.
That's sick.
The crystal is
Interesting.
now gold rather than like a light green, like a lime green.
Great. Where's my 300K?
Yeah, where's our bet money?
He's like, all right. Well, here is your winnings, and he slides you 225K.
What is this?
Whoa, 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 sir. Whoa,
Ding.
he says. The odds of you
14.
winning were 1 in 5. It's not bet all your money, get double. There's betting odds, he says.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's
Hey man, I made that bet too.
225,000.
Do I get the money? Do I get the money?
Yes, you do. And
Oh
actually,
hell yeah.
let's send this in chat so everybody knows.
I don't know how many people bet.
Let's see. General 10K XP. That's CP. XP each. I guess for you guys, we'll write it down right now. Unless you want me to send one in there to remind you of what you win. So, yes, you get altogether 225K. So you put in 115, win 225. How much did you put in, Soren? Did you do the same thing? Just
Oh
say
yeah, I went all in.
225?
I went all in.
All right. You guys
So
both do
I bet
225.
170 total. 170K.
So yeah, we'll say 225. He'll give you guys your money in this scene as well, just to make it feel more rewarding. And I feel like Chaos might be a little let down because he did probably believe that he was going to get twice his amount of money because that's probably how bets were done where he's from, which makes sense. I put $1, I win 2 if I win. There's a large amount of people, and it seems like you guys actually had a little bit of favor from some of the crowd. Odd favor. Almost divine favor. People who have maybe been watching you for a long time. And then we'll continue next on Dragon Ball Z.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sounds good.
Somebody like,
Oh,
yeah, do the guitar sound. Brow, brow. Dragon Ball guitar sounds.
you know what also had really good like intro and outro music? Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho had great title cards.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's a good take. Yu Yu Hakusho had an excellent like voice lineup and everything too, honestly.
Oh yeah, the dub is like peak. I've never heard it in Japanese, but I'm sure I could like I'm sure it'd be all right. But yeah. I forget who they get to do Kuwabara, but yeah, Kuwabara. He has so much character and personality.
I know
Very
Kuwabara
much.
kind of was upsetting for me. I figured they could have done so much with Kuwabara. This guy's got the highest the highest amount of mastery with soul power than anybody else, even Genkai. Right? But he's like, oh god, guys, Inuyasha, or not Inuyasha, fucking Yusuke is so strong. I can't deal with any of that. I'll fucking die. You know? I feel
Yeah,
like
like
that
I
was
said,
a
it's like
decent Kuwabara.
it's the high school fucking delinquent fucking aspect of it, which is like half of why I like Yu Yu Hakusho. For shonen, it's very down to earth, and then within the world, the stakes definitely feel like they're like crazy wild when like compared to most other shonen. It doesn't really seem like it. But like pretty much almost every no, pretty much all the fights in Yu Yu Hakusho are pretty good,
Okay,
even if
so
it's a filler arc.
here's maybe a bad opinion, but like the first part of the psychic stuff is okay, and then the rest of it's like, okay, this is kind of like all over the place, you know?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I wouldn't necessarily know everything, but I'm sure, and I've never read the manga, but I'm sure it's one of those things where they just kind of either fumbled the translation or whatever. Because like early on, it's interesting. Like I get the reasoning by it. I'm like watching through it now because I got to that part, got a few parts in, and I'm like, oh, I'll come back to this, and I never really did.
What's that
But
voice actor's
it's
name? Chris Sabat? Vegeta's
does
voice
Chris
actor as
Sabat
well?
does Chris Sabat do Kuwabara?
Yeah,
It
it's
makes
the
sense.
same voice as Vegeta.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it makes sense within the thing. Like it's the beginning arc into what they're leading into. And so usually those filler arcs are like that, like how the tower arc basically started out the same way with the bugs infecting people and then fucking them going and invading a demon realm or spirit realm so that they could go and charge up and beat the tower beasts or whatever. So it's just basically rinse and repeat of that last arc, but with some different stuff going on. And the psychics thing, I guess, I get the explanation, but yeah, I'm not like the best with it either. It's like it's kind of weird. It's like okay, so spiritual world is opening up, so now people are becoming more sensitive to supernatural energies. And okay, uh, just it's not too far out of the way, but it's just the scope kind of yeah goes out of nowhere because then the cast gets like advanced by like three or four characters that they just kind of introduce right then and there.
Well, like, coming out and saying, like, Tuagara, I think that was his name, like some shit like that, Tuagara or something like,
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know any of the psychics' names.
like, Tugara, like the guy who was like the Dark Tournament winner from the prior 50-year thing
Oh,
with
you mean
Genkai.
Taguro?
Taguro, yeah. Freaking Taguro, like, to say that he's only like an E rank demon and there's like, but pretty much everybody's stronger than him. I was like, well, that kind of like takes out the whole purpose of the fucking Dark Tournament because like everybody's a fucking chump in that, you know? Like, what? You know?
Not really, because like he was an upper B, and then like they start talking about like S class shit, and like S class shit is like, well, yeah, that's the shit that we like lock down that like nobody's
Yeah,
supposed to be like.
Togura wasn't even a S class. It's like, what do you mean Togura wasn't an S class? He gave S class, if you ask me. He gave S
No, because
class,
it's
if not.
like I said, it's how you raise the stakes, like basically with like okay, Raditz and Nappa, or Vegeta and Nappa, and then fucking comparing Vegeta and Nappa to Frieza, that's a pretty big leap. Granted, there's like some other leaps of power in there, but ultimately they're only there for a shorthand of time, so you really don't even. I mean, if you want to count like, uh, Frieza's henchmen and the Ginyu Force in there, seeing as they're there for basically filler, but then eventually get completely washed once Goku shows up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically what the S class is there for. Those two, the one demon drilling through to Spirit Realm, and then the new like badass villain that they put up. It's like it's supposed to show you like how dangerous this new group that you're going up against, and they do a decent way of doing that. Being as like the one dude ends up basically almost shooting a guy to death. Well, not shooting him to death, but he shoots him with like an eraser head and like pierces the skin on his skull. So, that's some pretty scary shit. Or like Japan, like 1980s Japan high school students that are like spiritually aware. It's like the last dude fucking had his collarbone had muscles, and this dude has the skill to, I don't know if he threw it, if he flicked it, if he threw it out of a slingshot, but it was powerful enough to hit this dude in the head and think everybody be like, oh my god, he got shot. So yeah, I just like the overall presentation too. And there's just not many like old school because like Yu Yu Hakusho also does the whole narration thing, but they do self narration. So like at the end of the thing when they're like talking about what's going to happen next, it's the main character. Or they'll grab like a whatever character to narrate over that, and I just like all that. You don't really see any of that in
Yusuke's a
anime
fucking
anymore.
dickwad, though, honestly. Throughout
But
the
yeah,
whole
that's the
thing.
whole point.
Throughout the whole thing. Like,
You don't watch very many
even
delinquent animes, dude.
even towards
He's
like
not a
Pooh,
good
like
person.
his like own reflection of himself, he's like such an asshole and a dick.
Well, I don't know much about his demon heritage yet, but like, I mean, had you just see his mother? His mother's an alcoholic that almost burned him
Of course, the
alive. I mean,
alcoholic slept with a demon lord. Who else would? No, just kidding.
but you just say what I'm saying. He didn't really have the best upbringing, so it's all like, oh, he has a mom that's like
So he's
constantly crying. She
basically
kind of cleans up her
Inuyasha.
act.
He's like 80s Inuyasha.
Not really, because Inuyasha's mom actually was she. I wouldn't say that Yusuke's mom doesn't love him, but
I
she
was say no
definitely
spoilers. I'm
like,
about to finish Inuyasha here soonish.
yeah. I mean, Inuyasha's mom loved him, but Yusuke's mom, she acts like she loves him, but she's drunk and asleep all the time. So it's hard to be like, okay, you were this distraught over my death, then you almost burned me alive. While I was coming back to life, you almost burned my corpse. So it's one of those things of like, yeah, if I was Yusuke, I'd kind of have a chip on my shoulder too.
Before we go too far with Yu Yu Hakusho, at the end, last beat, what do you think? Vael'Tharis telling you guys basically you're the enemy of my enemy, kind of thing. And he'll tell
I
you
don't know.
more next session, but he comes up to you in a friendly manner.
Isn't that how everybody who's trying to use somebody comes up to you? You don't come up to them at the threat and be like, hey, you can help me out, right? You're going to help me out, but otherwise I'll kill you. I guess you could go about that way, but then I'd probably punch you straight in the face the moment you talked rudely to me.
Right.
I
Nobody
am
screams.
about to hop off, but quick question. How
Yeah.
much gold should I have? Should I have like 200 and what you said?
You put the house on it, so like altogether, like if you put all your money towards it, in a sense, like you would have roughly the same as everybody else, so you would get 225k back.
Okay, so I would go to 225k. Got it. All right. With that being said, I will hop off and I will talk to y'all next week.
All right, man. We'll see you
Yeah,
next
man.
week at level
All
14.
right. Woo! Good night.
Yeet.
Oh.
What about you? What do you think? Like a maybe new ally-ish. Like an ally. Like he's like a nega hero, right? Is that what you call it? A nega
I mean,
hero? An anti-hero.
it, it's nice to have options.